Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. The government on all levels, local, state, and federal, have been infringing on our personal liberties more than ever over a virus. And it's time to stop. It's gotten to the point where you can almost see things happening before they take place. So let's go back to California. We know, if you watch the videos here on Guns and Gadgets, you remember when I told you that a lawsuit brought forth by the Second Amendment Foundation and other groups forced the sheriff of Los Angeles County, Sheriff Villanueva, forced him to overturn his own decision and allow gun shops to open. It was right after they were deemed essential businesses by the federal government, Department of Homeland Security, etc. And a lot of places use that guidance from the federal government to say, okay, if it's deemed essential federally, then it should be deemed essential at the state level. However, there are still a lot of anti-gun liberal paradises out there who are refusing to do that. And like I said, California, it's being done on a county-by-county basis right now. And we're going to go to Ventura County for this story. So Ventura County refuses to let gun shops open. They've closed them down, causing the private owners of these businesses to really face losing their business, especially if this is their only source of income. The government said, too bad, so sad, you get to go bankrupt because we don't think you're essential. Now, a lawsuit was filed to try to reverse that and force Ventura County to recognize the Second Amendment, recognize it exists, and open gun shops so that the people who live in Ventura County could exercise their Second Amendment rights. Well, that lawsuit, we lost that lawsuit. The judge on that was Consuelo Marshall, and she is a Jimmy Carter appointee who's still kicking around, and she said no. Not gonna reverse that, and not gonna do a restraining order so that gun shops will be able to open. Now, her decision is now one of the first federal decisions that say that the Second Amendment is not valued during COVID-19. And I'm not downplaying the severity, especially for those people who are in those susceptible categories, but the fact that some people are sick, or a lot of people are sick, does not mean you don't get your personal liberties. It doesn't mean that, guys and gals. And the fact that so many people are comfortable with the level of government control right now is actually scary to those of us who know and love the Constitution. Now, Judge Marshall had this to say regarding this decision. While the public interest is served by protecting Second Amendment rights, the public interest is also served by protecting the public health by limiting the spread of this virulent disease. So what she's saying is that public interest supersedes the law of the land, because people should be staying at home or staying 6 feet away from each other at a minimum and washing their hands. It supersedes our constitutional rights? Really? This is a judge saying this. And another thing, the fact that it took something like this for these generations to realize that you should have been washing your hands more regularly all along is shocking too, but that's another story. Now, Judge Marshall's decision is one of three decisions that have come out very recently regarding the Second Amendment and COVID-19. Now, obviously, she's not going to supersede the sheriff's decision in Ventura County, which effectively stops the Second Amendment. It's suspended for the citizens in Ventura County who maybe don't have a gun yet. Maybe you want to buy ammunition for their gun that they just bought before everything closed down. Well, you're second-class citizens, and that does not apply to you. That Second Amendment doesn't apply to you until whenever they decide in your county to open gun shops up, if they do at all. And that's terrible. It's not even drives me nuts. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. It makes me so angry. The next one we all should know about is Governor Wolf in Pennsylvania. He shut everything down, lawsuit threatened, and boom, he now allows gun shops to open up in the state of Pennsylvania. Also, another one that came out of North Carolina, a lawsuit there came out, and the judge ordered the sheriff, his name Gerald Baker, ordered him to abide by the Second Amendment and to reopen pistol purchase permitting processes in those counties, in his county, sorry. So we have one judge in North Carolina saying you have to recognize the Second Amendment, and we cross the country and we go over there to lefty land in California, and the judge says, you know what? The public interest is more valuable than your personal civil liberty. So sad, too bad. Now, as a reminder, last Saturday, the Department of Homeland Security added gun shops, manufacturers, retailers, firing ranges, and those who make parts, added them to the essential business list federally. And then we have my state, Massachusetts. Once that decision was made Saturday federally, the governor here in Massachusetts, Charlie Baker, big rhino, like big, huge rhino horn, he added retailers and manufacturers and all that stuff, took the wording right from the Department of Homeland Security and made those essential. And then our Attorney General said, wait a second, we can't let guns in here. They're not essential. And then he took retailers and shooting ranges off because he's the governor and he takes orders from the AG because he's the whipping post. But what we have now is we have our civil liberties, our Second Amendment. It's the law of the land, whether they like it or not. We have certain states who are anti-gun using a virus as an excuse to infringe and to basically stop the Second Amendment in some communities. And then we have some states saying, okay, it's always a good right here. This is a sanctuary. So federally, they say it's essential, but each state gets to pick and choose what they're doing. There's a lot of lawsuits right now out there by groups like Gun Owners of America, Second Amendment Foundation, Firearms Policy Coalition, New Jersey Second Amendment Society. I can't even remember all of them. And yes, even the NRA is involved in some of these lawsuits. It's fixing to get uglier before it gets better. And for that reason, join those groups, guys and gals. Spend a little bit of money right now. Spend some of your stimulus check into making sure that these agencies have the funds required for these lawsuits. So what can we do about this? I get a lot of messages of what can we do? What can the individual do to help to stop this? First off, you got to be vocal. All right, call your representatives and let them know professionally and politely how you feel and what you think and why you shouldn't have your rights stomped on because of a virus. Okay, and that's exactly what's going on. Now you got to let them know how you feel because silence is acceptance. Also, join those groups like I said: GOA, SAF, NRA, FPC, whatever group is working for you in your opinion, join them, okay? And I'll put some of the links below, like I did in a video not too long ago, to help you along that way. Also, it's time to write our elected officials, our senators, write our U.S. senators, write our congressmen and women, and write the White House. Actually, I'll give you 3 ways to contact the White House right now. You can call the president. You're not going to talk to him, know that. But there are 2 lines. There's a comment line, and then there's the switchboard to the president's, like the operator inside the building. The comment line is area code 202-456-1111. 202-456-1111. The switchboard is 202-456-1414, 202-456-1414. So 1111 is the comment line, 1414 is the switchboard. Chances are the switchboard, when you call and you say you want to leave a message for the president, they might bump you over to the comment line. But remember, you're contacting the White House, Secret Service, and FBI, and everybody will jump all over you if you act an ass. Now is not the time to act an ass. That time might be coming. But right now, act professional, especially when you're talking on a line that's recorded. And they'll know who you are, and they will red flag your ass in a heartbeat if they have the opportunity to do it. Remember that. So don't screw yourself making the phone call. Yes, we're emotional. Yes, it's 100% wrong, but we have to be controlled when we're contacting these bobos. You can write the White House. The address is The White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C., 20500. So the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, just NW, Washington, D.C. 20500. And the last option is to email the president, and the White House's website has a portal for you to do that. It's just whitehouse.gov/contact. You just fill in each line and you type your text in and it sends it off. It's time. We need to contact the president and let him know that we're sick and tired of this, and that if he wants to be reelected, he needs to stop letting the states stomp on our constitutional rights. Period. All right? Whether it's COVID-19, H1N1, swine flu, bird flu, bat soup flu, whatever it is, it doesn't supersede the Constitution. We're done. Don't forget you can tweet him on Twitter, the real Donald Trump, and even I think it's the president, and he has a couple of different ones, but the real Donald Trump's the one he tweets from all the time. He's on Facebook as well, so feel free to light those areas up as well. But remember to remain correct so that you don't put yourself in more of a bind than we're already in. All right, guys and gals, please forward this along. And you might not realize it, but hit that thumbs up. It makes a huge difference here on YouTube, especially with the way this channel has been treated lately. It gets the videos out, believe me. I mean, you hear it a lot on a lot of channels, but it makes a huge impact when I see the number of thumbs ups and how much that video actually had more suggestions by YouTube and allowed more people outside of my subscribing base to view it. So if 20,000 people watch it and only 2 people thumbs up it, that actually hurts the video. So if you watch it and you got something out of it, please thumbs up the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is where you're going to get this type of news just about daily, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, here on Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. Share this amongst your friends so that they can be in the know and they can contact the president as well. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry your weapon. Take care, everybody.